You get paid to share this with others for free. So here's how it works. Here's how you get paid. When you bring somebody in as a customer, on the first order of all of the people you bring in, you make 50% of the commission volume, the part of the sale that's commissionable. You'll get 50% of that, okay? So on NuCalm, it's $42.49 a month. It qualifies you for all your pay for a month, and 50% of that is commissionable, $21.25. Folks, that's a lot on a service, okay, on an app. And then if people buy it annually, it brings it down to about $38.25 a month, and $200 of that is commissionable, and it qualifies you for a whole year. Okay, so every time somebody buys one of those because they want to save money, you make $100. Think about how great that is. You let somebody try something for free, they fall in love with it. After the week, they go, I'm buying this, and then you make $100, right? How cool is that? Okay, with that being said though, but it's really about residual income, the income that comes in month after month, year after year. In our company, all reorders, when people buy monthly, you get paid over and over again. Okay, if you have just one customer, you're going to get 5% of the commission. If you have 3 customers, you get 20%. If you have 7, you get 30%. 14, you get 40%. 21 plus, you get 50%. My question is, how many people can you find when you're giving it to everyone for free, right? There's no gimmicks, there's no gotchas, there's just something that's changing people's lives for the better. But for those of you that do decide to try the annual NuCalm, you decide you want to pay for it annually, it's going to move your pay scale to this new one that I'm showing you automatically. And what that means is when you have one customer, instead of 5%, you're going to get 10%. When you have 3, it's going to jump you all the way to 25%. Now, I didn't mention this on the first scale, but it works the same way. When you gather 3 customers here at Social X, you're going to get a $50 bonus. So besides the regular commissions, you'll also get $50 just because you gathered 3 people that buy the product, right? Well, when you get 7, you're now at the top of this part of the pay scale, and you're going to earn 50% on all reorders for life, okay? If you're buying the annual version, you only need 7, not 21. But here's the neat part. When you get to 7, it's a $200 bonus. Talk about a way to pay for your NuCalm quickly, right? A $200 bonus. Well, here's the way this works. If you get 7 people to start this, depending on whether they buy it monthly or annually, you'll earn somewhere between $325 and $950 in commissions, right? And folks, the neat part about this is we've had people do this in a week or less. We had one lady do this in about an hour, okay? So this can definitely be done. All right, now let me show you the really exciting part. That was all paid for the work that you do, right? As you're gathering customers on NuCalm and everything. We have something here that's called the power of our Manager 3 position. And you probably are guessing it, but Manager 3 just means you bring in 3. That's it. It's that simple. Well, take a look at this. You get in the company, your first goal. Your main goal right away should be get to Manager 3. How do you do it? How do you get to Manager 3? You bring in 3 folks. That means you're going to have 3 people on your team. Now, besides all the other pay I just showed you, you're also going to earn 2% residual on all the commission volume they generate for life. Okay, 2%. You might be saying, well, Stu, that's not that much. Well, how much is that an hour if you're not doing the work, right? If it's happening over and over again automatically. But what should those folks want to do now? They should want to become Manager 3s as well. If they become Manager 3s, that's going to put 9 more people on your team here. But look at this. You didn't even do the work to bring those folks in, and you get a pay raise. You get 3%. And don't worry about the other 3 people. They get what they're promised. They're happy. Okay, they're getting paid that 50% and everything, right? But now what should those 9 folks do? They should want to become Manager 3s. That's the goal. That's the way you build this thing efficiently and quickly. Teach everyone to become a Manager 3. If they do it, that's going to bring 27 people on your team. But look at this. Another pay raise, 4%. And then if they become Manager 3s, and that's it. That's what we're teaching. Everybody become a Manager 3. It would put 81 new people on your team. You'd make 5% of all the commission volume they generate. And if they become Manager 3s, guess what? Now, we're not going to do this much more. I just want you to see the power of this, okay? In this scenario, you've brought 3 people into Social X, but yet you have all these people on your team because everybody is just wanting to achieve Manager 3. If they achieve Manager 3, that would bring 729 new folks on your team. And guess what? If they become Manager 3, look at this, folks. You could have a whopping 2,187 people on your team, and you make 10% of all of the commission volume. If these people are just buying NuCalm monthly, right? Nobody's spending any more than $42.49 a month, you'd be making over $6,000 of residual income. If they buy the monthly, that's the price. That's what you'd earn. If they buy the annual, then you would earn $57,954 off these folks buying it year after year. And here's the best part. Nobody has to be more than Manager 3, right? They can just be a Manager 3 and make thousands and thousands of dollars a month. But folks, what if they go for Manager 7? Many do. This just gets more and more exciting. How do we make this a reality for families all over the world? It's this simple. They just give away NuCalm free for 7 days. And that's from just 7 levels. This is actually a 20 level plan. Okay. It's a 3x20 plan. So what I want you to know is two.
Yeah, just for the record, the 7-day free plan has been changed to 30 days no good money back guarantee offer. So the 7 days free is now 30 days no good money back guarantee. As a little side note, enjoy the rest of this video.
2 things. Number 1, it pays much deeper and better than this. And number 2, in our company, what if you could have multiples of this? If one of these could pay you over $6,000 a month, what if you could have 2 of these happening all at the same time? Well, that'd be over $12,000 a month. What if you could have 3 of them happening at the same time? That could be over $18,000 a month, right? What if you could have 10 of these happening all at the same time? Folks, you can. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. And it's free. It doesn't cost you any extra. As a matter of fact, you can get paid to have as many of these working for you all at the same time as you want. So here we go. Our X plan has something called profit sharing positions. A profit sharing position is basically the last screen you just saw. It's a 3x20 matrix, okay? That can pay you thousands and thousands of dollars a month. It's so unique what we have that it multiplies your income like no other company out there. You're literally about to learn something before most people in the world right now. It's not taught in school. It should be, and it can definitely make you wealthy. So with that being said, it's called profit sharing positions. They're so unique. Like I said, I was able to get them copyrighted. Okay. So here's how it works. You get in our company, you get in and you get a U number 1. What's a U number 1? It's a 3x20 force matrix. What that means is everyone can only put 3 people in on their first level. If they bring in more than that, because you can bring in as many as you want, they're going to spill down under those 3. 9 of them will, and they will help the 3. And then if you bring in more than that, they'll spill under the 9, and then they'll help the 3 and the 9, and so on. This happens for 20 levels deep, okay? It's huge, and if that's all we had, it would be a lot, but it's not, okay? It's much better than that. So when you see a U, think of it as a 3x20 matrix, and I just showed you how just 7 of those levels can pay you $6,000 a month, but it actually pays 20 levels deep. 20 levels is life-changing, but what we have here at Social X is more incredible than that. I invented something called profit sharing positions, which is what you're learning about right now for 2 reasons. Because when I saw a forced matrix, I said, this is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. It forces everybody to help everybody else. And here's the secret, whether they like it or not. Right? And then I said, why isn't every company using this? And then I found out it's because 80% of the world that knows about them loves them because they can get a whole team of customers and customer gatherers without doing any work. But the 20%ers, the go-getters that drive it, don't like them because it caps their income And once it's full, if they recruit somebody that's a real big builder, they won't get paid off of their efforts. So folks, I said to myself, if I can fix that problem for the 20 percenters, we'd have a win-win because the 80 percenters already love it and the 20 percenters will love it. If I can do that, we'd have 100% something good. What I'm about to show you is what solved those two problems. There are no caps on your income here at Social X, and you'll always get paid full commissions no matter when you bring someone in for the rest of your career. So here's how it works. Bring in 3 people. Yes, you're a manager 3, right? That's exciting. You're going to get paid 50% off everything they buy. But more important than that, when you bring in a 4th person, you'll still get that 50% on what they buy, but the computer system will automatically generate a U number 2, and it will be directly above that person. So in other words, that person will be on the first level for that U number 2. Listen, if you don't understand everything I'm about to show you, don't worry about it. I invented it and I was confused all the way through it, but here's what I can tell you. Once you fully understand it, sleep is over forever, and whether you understand it or not, this happens automatically by computer. All you have to do is give away NuCalm subscriptions for free 7-day trials. That's it. That's your job. Give away as many of those as you can. All the rest of this happens automatically. Okay, so now this U number 2, what is it? It's another one of these. It's another one of these. So if you bring in a 4th person, now you have 2 of these things that can earn you thousands of dollars a month working in your favor. And guess what? The U number 2 is 20 more levels of pay. It's another 3 by 20 matrix. But here's the genius part, everybody. I'm not calling me a genius. This is just how it worked out, okay? You have to do some work to qualify the U number 1, but it's not a lot of work. But you don't have to do any work to qualify the U number 2. Whatever you qualify your U number 1 for, all of your U's will be qualified. And yes, that's right. I said all of them. Why would I say that? Because if you bring in a 5th person, guess what? You're going to get a U number 3, another 20 levels of pay. Bring in a 6th person. Folks, this doesn't happen in any other company. You're going to get another 20 levels of pay. You bring in a 7th person, you'll get a U number 5, another 20 levels of pay. An 8th person, another U, a U number 6, another 20 levels of pay. And you might have guessed it, but if not, this happens every time you bring someone in Social X after your first 3, from your 4th one on. You might be saying, yeah, but Stu, is that really a big deal? Well, I don't know. 1 could pay you $6,000 a month. 2 could pay you 12 or more, and 3 could pay you even more. Yeah, I would say it's a big deal. Let me show you what's really special, by the way. What if I was to tell you that the same people can fill multiples of these? You might be going, what? What does that even mean? Watch this. Watch how this works. These are copyrighted. No one can copy, and they're free. I'm going to show you why you want a bunch of them, okay? It's this simple. You get in and put in Joe, Jane, and Tim. Whoever they are, these are the 3 people that we picked, okay? Joe, Jane, and Tim. Now your first level is full. There's your 3. When you go out and bring in a 4th person, you would think that they go directly under Joe, right? Because the first level's full. They got to go down to the 2nd. In a normal forced matrix in a different company, that would happen. That's how it works. That does not excite me. What excites me is in our company, the copyrighted part kicks in and it puts in another U for you automatically, 20 levels of pay. So Lee is now on the first level for that U. You're going to get paid right there where that green $ is. And then Joe's going to be happy. Since Lee is on Joe's team and Lee's team's going to be on Joe's team, Joe's going to get paid off of everything that happens down there. But guess what? Folks, look at the top U. You're going to get paid again. So think about this. Lee makes one purchase. She signs up, makes a purchase, right? And then you're going to get paid 2 times off that one purchase. Yup. That's how it works. Double pay. Now, let's say you want to bring in another person. Where would they go? Well, Joe already got help from you. You gave Joe Lee. So how about if the next one goes under Jane, right? Under Jane. Okay. Now think about this. If you bring in another person, we'd put them under Tim. And then if you bring in another one, since they've all been helped equally, the computer system's automatically going to say, oh, it's Joe's turn again. And then it's going to say it's Jane's turn. It's Tim's turn. Look at this. This could happen. If you bring in, are you ready for this, folks? Are you ready? 12 people. If you bring in 12 people, how do you get them? You get them by giving them free 7-day subscriptions to NuCalm. Okay? What that could do for you is make it so that you have all these extra U's.
Just as a friendly reminder, those don't mean to be repetitive, but the 7-day free is now changed to even better. 30 days no good, money back guaranteed. Perhaps even easier. Enjoy the rest of the video.
All these extra 3x24 matrices. And think about this. They're underneath and inside your top one. So what that means is Lee is actually filling 2 of these for you. Ava is filling 2. Jim is filling 2, and so on. So folks, what you want to do here is just go bring people in with the free subscription to NuCalm, because behind the scenes, this is going to be happening for you automatically. So what I just showed you is how to have 10 of these all happening on your team simultaneously. And guess what? The first one takes thousands of people to fill it, but a lot of those same people fill your second, your third, your fourth. It just keeps getting easier and easier and easier. So with that being said, what's better than double pay? I'm just going to spend another 2 minutes on this, then I'll wrap this up for you. What's better than double pay? Triple pay. Triple pay. Imagine on every sale and whole teams, you could get paid triple. So that wouldn't be 6,000 a month or 12, it could be 18, right? Here's how it works. You bring someone else in, they would go down on your 4th level. Now, this just happens to be me before my hair turned gray, right? This just happens to be me. And since I hate looking at me, I don't know why they put that there. I'm going to change it to my daughter. That's McKenna, my daughter. But let's say you bring in McKenna down there. Well, guess what? She's going to be on the 1st level for that new you that's right above her. Right there, you're going to get paid just like she's on your 1st level, and you're going to get paid 20 levels of her team right there. But if you follow the blue line up, she's also on the team for the you above that. So you're going to get paid again there. And then, of course, Joe will get paid. But look at, if you keep following the blue line straight up, it's also going to go to your top you. What does that mean? When McKenna makes a purchase or someone on her team makes a purchase, you're going to get paid 3 times. Triple pay, everybody. So you would get the 2% for level 1, the 3% from level 2, and then the 5% from level 4. Folks, if you don't understand all this, don't worry about it. It's okay. Just remember what I said. This happens automatically by computer. But if anybody ever says, well, what's different about this company, Social X? You could say lots of things, but here's 2 big ones. Number 1, the owner was a businessman that didn't start this company for profit. He started it because he wanted a safe place to build a team. And 2, they have a copyrighted pay plan like no other company on the planet, and no one can copy. And then there's many other reasons why. We're the only company with NuCalm, right? Okay. But look at this, folks. You can literally have as many of these as you want, and they're free. As a matter of fact, I would go as far as to say you get paid to earn them. Because as you're bringing people in with those free 7-day trials of NuCalm, when they decide they can't live without it and their credit card gets charged on the 8th day, guess what? You get paid. You're going to get paid. So folks, this is exciting. These PSPs are free. How many of them would you like? So I'm going to show you a couple more ways you get paid as far as the advanced comp plan training. Our rank advancement bonuses, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time, but it really should happen automatically. Remember how I told you Manager 3, you make a $50 bonus. Manager 7, you make a $200 bonus. Well, as those people are ranking up and building volume on your team, it ranks you up to the top of the company. So if you want to become a 5K, it just comes from the total volume on your team. When you hit 5K, you'll get a $500 bonus. 10K, $1,000 bonus. 25K, 2,500, all the way to our top position, 500K, where it's got a $50,000 bonus. Folks, everyone just focuses on Manager 3, Manager 7, Manager 3, Manager 7, and all the rest takes care of itself. So with that being said, this bonus is an $89,250 potential bonus in rank up bonuses. Okay. It's just another way we pay out here at Social X. And then if that's not enough, this is a newer bonus to us, but it's probably one of the biggest bonuses the world has seen. It's our worldwide loyalty bonus pool. This is for people that are focused on Social X. You could be earning checks from other companies, but if you are focused on us and promoting Social X full time, okay, then you can earn money off of the whole company. Think about this. Do you wish you could earn a portion of all the sales that happen worldwide at Social X? I just showed you over 100 countries and territories we're literally able to sell NuCalm in. Would you like to earn a piece of all of that? You can. And it's real simple. When you become a 10K, remember manager 3, manager 7, manager 3, manager 7, the volume ranks you up from infinity levels, right? Become a 10K, you get 1 share of the bonus pool from all the worldwide sales. 25K, 2 shares, 50K, 3, 100K, 4, 200K, 5, 500K, 7 shares. Folks, that means you can earn from every customer we have, including the ones that got here before you. How crazy is that? Now, 10% of all the commission volume generated from our associates goes into this global pool. That's what gets split up. But we also have a promoters program here. 5 to 25% of the gross sales goes into this promoters pool. I mean, into this bonus pool. So folks, I want you to know this is a significant bonus. You definitely want to get your piece of it. So with that being said, that's the gist of our compensation plan. That's basically how I believe you can become financially free in record time.